So a lot of you had a question about which one should I get? If you guys had the option to buy Jetwing Prime and Striker Prime, which one would you get? Especially if you have the budget to buy Jetwing Prime. And this video is actually dedicated to Raging Nation members 1701, RS, and Optimus B1327. You guys sent me that question through Facebook and YouTube. So here's my opinion on it. And I was just thinking that if you have a Revenge of Fallen Leader Class Prime, what you're really getting is the jetpack if you're buying a Jetwing Prime. And it goes great together. For Striker Prime, I think the main thing you're getting it for is because of the accessories and how it looks as a vehicle mode. So get Striker Prime if you like it in vehicle mode, but get Jetwing Prime if you want to display it in robot mode. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the same thing. I mean, if you have a Buster Prime at home, I mean, once we get the Striker Prime in and everything, we're gonna try to modify the chest a bit, grab the chest piece from the new mold of the Prime.
Yeah.
But, you know, for all intents and purposes, the Buster Prime is essentially the DOTM Prime, just with a different chest.
Yeah.
And if we can swap it out, maybe that will be the ultimate thing to do, is get your hands on one of the new leader size primes to get the chest piece.
Yeah.
Then swap it out with the Buster Prime, then fit the jetpack on the Buster Prime.
And then put the Striker parts.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I agree with Alex. If you're just coming into this fresh and you're trying to decide which DOTM style Optimus to get, I mean, really, it is kind of two different things. I mean, I would recommend both personally if you're a big Prime fan, because they are very different in terms of their accessories, right? That is really the big difference. And when you're talking about Jetwing Prime, I mean, in terms of a Prime that's standing in robot form, I mean, it kicks the crap out of Ultimate Prime.
Yep.
And in
Definitely.
terms of Buster Prime's accessories, Buster Prime didn't really come with much. So
yeah.
That jetpack is everything for the Jetwing Prime.
Yeah.
You can even take it, you can paint it, you can customize it. I've seen a wicked customized one by Incline Designs. It looks amazing.
They made it chrome, or they made it like silver.
Yeah, he painted it all over, gave it a little bit of weathering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I highly recommend you go to Incline Designs website. I believe it's inclinedesign.com, and you can check out the Jetwing Prime that he's repainted there. Maybe that'll give you some inspiration to buy the Jetwing. But in terms of a robot mode, I don't think anything beats the grandness of the Jetwing Prime and how cool that jetpack looks on it.
Yeah.
The Striker Prime, I mean, essentially in robot form, I think it really does look good, but I mean,
you have to have the accessories on it.
Yeah. You have the accessories on it to make it not look like a regular leader size Prime. And the accessories, that's where it depends. Do you want to pay extra just to get the accessories, right? Like that's really what you're getting.
Yeah.
For the $120 price point. But I mean, you know, if your budget is kind of, you don't want to spend the $200, I think $120, you get the same nice leader size mold of the DOTM figure. You also get very good accessories, and it also looks very good in truck mode.
Yes.
So you kind of get the benefit of all three things. However, I do feel that the robot mode is really not as grand and not the same as having that jetpack.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you want to display something in a truck mode, I recommend you get the Striker. And then, I mean, I guess that's why I'm recommending for hardcore fans that got the budget, get both. You know, display the Prime with the jetpack in robot form, and then display the Striker Prime with the parts on in truck form. I mean, that's going to be a killer display. Yeah. And you know, when we give it a try, and we're going to try to merge all three of them, the Buster and everything.
The Buster, Striker, and Jetwing.
Yeah, and so once we get that going, when the Striker comes in, I'll be happy to show a video of that, and maybe that'll give some other people ideas. You might end up having to buy all three. Yeah, because
we're gonna end up making a Buster Strikewing, Buster Strikewing Prime.
Exactly. So it just comes down to how big of a Prime fan you are, but I think they each have their own merits, and they all have kind of their own thing about them. It's really tough to compare all three figures. In kind of one breath. They're not the same.
Because you display them totally differently.
You display them totally differently.
Yeah.
I agree.
And there you have it. You heard it from me, you heard it from Boris, and we just gave out our opinions on Jetwing versus Striker Prime. I think Jetwing Prime's awesome in robot mode. He just looks amazing with those wings coming out. But Striker Prime has a great vehicle mode, and we're so used to seeing Optimus Prime in his robot mode because of all the different versions of him that we've seen so far. So it's kind of refreshing to see him in a vehicle mode, and not only a vehicle mode, but a really sleek looking vehicle mode. So that's my opinion on Striker Prime. And if that's not a good enough reason for you to want to buy Striker Prime, I'm working together with Boris and we're doing some kind of cool video feature where the first person who goes to ages3andup.com and purchases a Striker Optimus Prime, and on the checkout section, there's a section where you can leave some comments. If you type in the words Ragin Nation, I'll make an exclusive video of me packaging it up, wrapping it up, and I'm going to dedicate this video to you. And not only that, I'm going to include a custom-made thank you card that I'm going to sign, and I'm going to include that with your purchase. And this custom card is one of a kind. It's sponsored by MyogaStudio.com. They're a website that makes really unique arts and crafts, and all you got to do is be the very first one to go to ages3andup.com, and on the checkout page type in Ragin Nation on the comment section. That's all you got to do. DA-28 Striker Optimus Prime comes out around near the end of the month or early November, so just gotta let you know that this is for the pre-order only. So once the item's in stock, we're no longer doing this anymore, so get your pre-order in. This is Alex Yu, and thanks for watching the Ragin Rona review. Peace. We found out that here, it says NASCAR Sprint, the sticker here, and here is just a regular NASCAR. And what else was there? Oh yeah,
Just in general.